Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see you, but I'm gonna pin the video so that you don't look at yourself the whole time, but I thought you might like to meet, this is Ms. Potomi. Wave your hand. Ms. Potomi is gonna be another pre-K teacher at Hemp Hill, and we're gonna work together for a little while, and then we're gonna divide the classes so we've got a smaller class size. So hope that's a good thing. And then Mr. Lilly, can you show us your face for a minute? And there's Mr. Lilly. He's going to be working with us as well. And of course, you know, Mrs. Cheatham. So Miss Cheatham, I'm having trouble with my Mrs. and Misters today. Miss Cheatham, can you put your thing up so there you go. She's waving at you. All right. Now, so we're going to have a good team. So I wanted to let you know some of the things that we're going to be doing and we need for you to do. You know that we're taking special precautions because of COVID. If we weren't, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. And so I wanted to go over those and then some of the things that go along with pre-K in general. So I'm going to share my screen so that y'all can kind of read as I talk. And then I will send this to you so that you can see. There we go. All right, so this is an information page that I'm going to send to you. And so these are just some things that we want you to know. Oh, and my pages. Well, anyway, first thing is the school schedule for us has changed. You know, we were coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday teachers were having professional development. Now, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, the older children will be coming 2 days, and then they will have virtual the other 2 days. The vice versa. So
you have roaches up.
Okay. So what was I gonna say? We're gonna have, let me I'm gonna make you co-host so you can let them in. There you go. Oh, come on now. Where's my mouse? There. Nope, I didn't do it. Okay.
I got a rose for you.
Oh, I'm on the phone with your teacher.
Okay, now, so anyway, so our schedule changed. We actually changed it this week, and I did not make it clear to y'all. But anyway, starting next week, Monday and Tuesday, half the kids will be in school. Thursday and Friday, the other half of the kids will be in school. And on Wednesday, nobody will be in the building. It will be closed for cleaning. But we want the pre-K to be here as much as we can. And Miss Williams has asked us to be here all 4 days. So as far as I know, everybody in our class is coming. Everybody is coming on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I hope that that's, well, if there's some reason that you can't do that, that is okay. The same thing is true for Zoom. If you are going to be in school virtually, and then you are going to, and your child is going to come to the Zoom meet when we're in school, they also will be on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. The school will be closed on Wednesday for cleaning, and the teachers will have professional development. So that is a big change for y'all to get used to. That Wednesday will be the day that you do learning at home. Actually, the lunch schedule changes in accordance with that, and I'll talk about that in a minute. If you're coming to school we talked with Miss Booker, the principal, today, and we're going to have a separate arrival place for the pre-K so that they don't get caught up in the thing. Miss Booker has asked that no parents come into the building. We're trying to keep as many people, extra people, from entering the building as possible because we're trying to keep everybody well. So what we will do is we will come out back in the back of the building. I'm pointing at the building like that means anything to you. There's an alleyway that goes up beside the building, past the playground. And then if you've been getting lunch at school, that's where she's distributing lunch. So we're going to have our pickup plates just past the playground. And then there's a door right here where we can enter the school. So we're going to meet you at the car and ask you to sign in. And at the end of the day, we will bring them back to the same place and ask you to sign the kids out. They do need to be signed in and out every day. And I'm going to give you a form that you can fill out. I'm going to send it. If you have a printer at home, you can fill it out at home, but I will hand you one on Monday morning. And I want you to write down all the people who can pick up your child. If you have your mama or your neighbor, or I always put my mom and my sister and then like my friend so that somebody could pick them up if there was an emergency at school. So I need you to fill that form out for me so that we know who we are allowed to let your child go home with. And then except if you see on the screen number 4, except for big brothers and sisters, if you have somebody who's coming to pick up your child, they need to be an adult of 18 years of age or older to sign them out. Okay, so big sister can't come sign them out. If you will tell us if we have a food allergy, if you have a food allergy, so we can notify Miss Jamie in the cafeteria, we can make sure that your child doesn't eat anything that is going to make him sick. If you need to have medication along those lines, say if there's an allergy, you might need an EpiPen, but anytime you need medication, you have to bring doctor's orders with the medication and turn the medicine into the nurse. Used to be you could just ask the teacher to give you medicine, but we can't do that anymore. You have to turn it into the school nurse. We are going to wear masks. We're going to bring 2 masks to you out to the car. Every child was given 2 masks. And then if you've got others, it doesn't matter what mask they wear. There's not a rule, but we do have to keep them on during the day. We're going to try to have a time when they can take them off when we're outside playing. And I think we're going to just take them off while we're laying down, so while they're resting, so that they can breathe easy while they sleep. But they're going to be keeping track of their own masks. So kind of keep that in mind. Well, I'm going to talk about that for a minute more. We are working real hard to try and figure out how we're going to let the children play with each other and socialize with each other, yet maintain distance and use separate materials so that we don't share germs while we're in the middle of a pandemic where we don't know exactly what spreads the virus and we don't know who can get sick from it. So we're going to try to do as many things we can as precautions. And I've talked to your children a lot on Zoom, and they are smart. They already know some of the things. So I think that we'll have a good time, but we've talked about, giving them table games so they can sit at a table and play together. And then as soon as they're finished, we'll take up what they're using and sanitize it and let somebody else play with it another day. If you, when you come to school tomorrow, Monday, if you would bring us just a little Ziploc bag of, with spare clothes, like in case of an accident. Make sure your child's name is written on the clothes. And the same thing for a nap. We're going to have a nap each day, and they can bring a little blanket, and we'll write the name on the blanket. We're going to keep everything that belongs to your child and your child's cubby including supplies and clothes and the blanket each day, and try to keep things as clean as possible. We're gonna sanitize the cots each day, and your child can put his own blanket back in his own cubby so that they're not touching each other. As you can see, and as I said just a minute ago, Miss Booker is asking that parents don't come into the building. I've been told this. This is not even Miss Booker really, because I've been told this by Miss Williams, who's the supervisor of early childhood, that parents aren't allowed into the building. So we'll walk them out, we'll pick them up and if you have to check your child in late, say they had to go to the doctor, or you need to check them out early for the same reason, what they want you to do is pull up to the school and call the school. Call the school number. It's on this paper that I'm going to send you, but call the school and ask them to let your child check out. And then someone will come out to you. If you're checking your child out, someone will bring your child to you, probably me. And then same thing, if you're checking in, someone will come out and pick up your child from the car. We are going to have snack every day. We have in the past shared snack, but we're not allowed to do that right now because of the coronavirus. So if you will send a snack for your child each day, they can bring it in a sack or a lunchbox, but just a snack with their name on it. Again, that will be kept in their cubby until snack time. And then we have individual bottles of water for each child. We're still working on the water issue, but for right now we have like little disposable bottles of water. So we'll drink the water, we'll throw the bottle away, drink the water, throw the bottle away. No sharing, no saving. I just told you about checking in and checking out. Just told you about rest time. Just told you about lunch. Okay, so wow, look at me go. And then this is what I'm going to send it to you, but also if you want to bring it back to me, this is what I want you to fill out. Tell me who can pick your child up. I mean, I know mom and dad can't, you might want to write it on there anyway, but like auntie or grandma or your neighbor, anybody who has permission to pick up your child. And if you would put their telephone number, and if there's some kind of an emergency, then I will have the information so that we can call. When you come, we will bring this to you, but every day I'm going to ask whoever's dropping off your child to sign the time that you got here, sign the person dropping off, and here where it says phone number, give me a phone number where I can reach somebody during the day. Like if you know you've got a doctor's appointment and I can't call you, give me a phone number of somebody I can call if something happens, like if your child falls down or if he starts to feel sick. We want to be able to reach somebody so that they can get taken care of by somebody who loves them best of all. And finally, I wanted to show you real quick. This is going to be basically our schedule. I will mail it to you. If you see, it's got in-person times and remote times, and where they have an open space in between them, that is where we'll be doing things at the same time. The Zoom calls will be they will change just a little bit. So that's something that you're going to have to make a note of, and I will write it down for you. But the Zoom calls will be at 8:40. And we will do the same thing that we've been doing every morning at 8:40. We'll sing Look Who Came to School Today and talk about the calendar and the weather and read a story. Then we won't have our next class will be, it's at 9:40 instead of 9:50. So we'll have 8:40 and 9:40. And then our last one will change. It will be after nap time. So we will have our final Zoom call of the day at 2 o'clock. So if you're going to be virtual, then you will want to have the new schedule for the Zoom calls, 8:30, 8:40, 9:40, and 2 o'clock. And again, I will write that down. I'm going to send you a copy of this schedule. Oh, I did not tell you about lunch. Lunchtime has changed. If you are a virtual student, if you will not be coming in the building, starting next week, those children will receive lunch from 10 to 11 each day. that is because Miss Jamie has to serve lunches to those students, and she has to serve lunches to the students in the building. And it's hard to do both. So she's going to serve lunches to the students who are virtual from 10 to 11. So that's a shorter time frame, but they're going to be fewer students. And it starts at 10 and it's over by 11. So don't come at 11 o'clock. She won't be out there. And then on Wednesdays, she will be serving everybody. So it should then be like 10 to 1. So that serve everybody who wants a lunch. What she said to me was, what she said to me was that she had been giving lunches to anybody who came by, because they were saying that, and I don't know that that's the case. I'm going to give you your child's student number and you can ask her, but she told me that Hemp Hill students should be the only ones getting lunch at Hemp Hill on those school days, on those virtual days. But that may not be correct. So but I will give you your child's student number so that you can, so you'll just say, this is, we'll just say me. This is Elizabeth and this is her student number and she's a student here at Hemp Hill and I'm here to pick up her lunch. I will double check on that because I know some kids have older brothers and sisters, and that the Arrington children in particular were coming over here because it's closer to their house, even though they don't go to school here. So I'll find out about that. But what I was last told was that it would be students from Hemp Hill. So if you're going to be a virtual student, you want to get here between 10 and 11 on the school days, and on the days that we are off, everybody, including the kids who come here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, can get their lunch on Wednesdays. But, and I think that time will be lengthened, like whatever her usual time was, 10 to 1 or 10 whatever it was before. But you can call and check to make sure. Next Wednesday, don't get confused, next Wednesday is a Veterans Day, so no one will be here. The lunchroom staff will be on holiday and the teachers will be on holiday. All the other Wednesdays that are not holidays, nobody will be here except for the people cleaning the building, because they're going to be clean. So the building will be sanitized every Wednesday. And then over the weekend, it will be, I don't know what they do on the weekends, but anyway. Well, that's okay. So that was just a message for me. I'm sorry. So starting on Wednesday, the 18th, you can come by, even though we're not having classes, that you can come by and get your lunch. All righty. I think I may have shared everything that I wanted to say. Is there anybody who has a question? Ma'am? Yeah, Miss Booker did say that if you're close to the school, that you that you can come to another school, but Miss Jackie, but the lunchroom manager may have been told something different. So just call to make sure. I can't figure out how to turn this off. I'm trying to close the chat window so I can see. Okay, I'm sorry. Anybody have any questions for me based on what I've said so far, or wondering about something that you?
Yes, Ms. Spann, I would like to know what kind of supplies do we have to have?
No supplies. We provide the supplies, and we actually have already made each child their own individual bag with their own crayons and their own pencils in them.
What about the masks?
We have masks. I'm going to give you 2 masks for your child on Monday morning. So I think that you may have missed the first part of the meeting, but you're going to drop them off, not drop, hand them to me or to Miss Cheatham or to Miss Potomi or Mr. Lilly. you're going to sign them in and sign them out on at the gate, at the back gate behind the building where the playground is, in that alley. That's where we're going to be dropping off. And now, what did you ask me? Supplies and what else?
About the mask.
Oh, the mask. We'll hand them to you that day. We have them right here. We've got 2 for each child. And, but they don't have to wear those. So if they've got their favorite masks, they can wear them. They can bring them. No problem. But they do have to wear a mask in school. And we do well, Miss Cheatham and I decided we were a quarantine group, but here's my mask. If I go down the hall, and while we're all in class together, we'll have to wear them. But when we go outdoors, we will not. We will, that will be kind of a breathing break at outside time and nap time.
Okay.
Anything else? Oh, Ms. Coleman, they said, Ms. Cheatham told me to remind you to bring a snack. I'm going to send all the things that on the paper that I just went over. But anyway, Ms. Cheatham said to remind you to bring her a snack and a cover on Monday.
Okay.
And spare clothes, and be sure you put your name on all those things.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else got a question for me? Ma'am? It is on that piece of paper, but you can't just drop, well, frankly, Miss Booker is not going to allow any child to be dropped off. She's going to meet every child at the car. So, but we don't drop off the kids. You have to give them to a teacher, and you have to sign them in and out. And we will be out there beginning at 7:45, and then we will come inside at 8 o'clock. And then if you didn't make it by 8 o'clock, then you have to do what we said and drive around the front of the school and call the school to come out so that I can come out and pick them up.
Okay.
Makes sense. So I'm sorry about that. It feels very mean to me, but we're doing it for the safety of the children, the safety of the staff, the safety of your family. So that is why we're saying right now that no parents can come into the building, because those are just extra people, and that's extra ways that germs can travel. And so it feels hard, but it's also for everybody's safety. It's in everybody's best interest. With any luck, we will have a vaccine by this time next year, and we won't be having this problem. But anyway, any other questions? Ms. Payne, you good? What? Well, I will say that they want us to take a temperature. What? The temperature, Miss Williams said that we were going to continue to take the children's temperature when they arrive. I haven't received a thermometer, so don't panic if we don't do it Monday, and don't be mad if we do it Tuesday. We're just trying to go with the flow and do something that's hard for everybody. So, and I know it's hard for you. So if you have any questions for me, everybody has my number. Call me anytime with any question, and I will answer it best I can or see what I can find out. Anybody else? All right. Okay. Well, I really appreciate y'all coming. If you think of a question that we didn't discuss, give me a call. I'm right here. I'm right now. We're trying to get the room ready for Monday. And what will happen for the people who are going to be virtual students, we will have the same kind of classes, 20 minutes at a time, 8:40 to 9, 9:40 to 10, and 2 to 2:20. And we're going to, and we'll do the same kind of activities. They will just be a part of our class at that time. So that's what we'll do for them. Okay. All right, then. I appreciate it. And I feel like I should say I love you, because that's what I say to your children every day. So I hope that y'all have a great evening and a great weekend. And I'm looking forward to seeing who I see on Monday. And I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of you in the Zoom. And have a great weekend. Call me if you need anything or you think of something that you need to know before Monday. I'll be around all weekend. All right. Bye,
Okay.
guys. Have
Bye-bye.
a good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks.